Hi, I'm Jason, or my dad, Jimmer, and welcome to Out and About.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. We're at the Lehigh Valley Fiber Festival, and we caught up with Allison and Hedge. They are the organizers of today's festival. Tell us what we're going to see today.
Hi, my name is Allison McKenzie, and I'm co-founder with AHA Arts Management that puts on the Lehigh Valley Fiber Festival here with my business partner, Hedge. And the Lehigh Valley Fiber Festival is held once a year, and it's a Saturday and Sunday amazing festival, all things fiber, yarn, crocheting, knitting, spinning, not Metamucil and oatmeal, so it's not that kind of fiber, but we would love to have people come and visit us or watch the show and then check out the artists afterwards. But there's lots of things to do and see. We have sheep herding demonstrations, we have live alpacas and Angora rabbits, and many, many different artists that have handmade works out of all things fiber. So
Here it goes.
French Angora. Oh. Beautiful. Now you look how cool. Should we go to that? I'll pick something different. And there's enough to make a small scarf like this.
I think so. I would, I could never do that.
Should we go to that? I'll pick something different. And there's enough to make a small scarf like this.
Thank you. All right, give us a wave. Okay.
Just fades in there too late. Thoughts of love and pain, a crazy parade inside the brains. It never seems to end, though they can't pretend. said. Blink 1 minute and they're gone. And they say to stop and smell the roses, but then they don't know what a rose is. It just fades and they're too late. It just fades and they're too late. It just fades and they're too late. So why don't you stop and smell the roses, and maybe you could find what a rose is.
Thank you.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. We're at the Chili Pepper Festival here in Bowers, and we caught up with Emily Drago. Emily, you just got done entertaining us on stage, and you did a fabulous job. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
How did you get started in music?
So I actually played the violin for, I think it's 11 years now. Melissa Martin from around here, she was my violin teacher, so that's kind of how I first got into the music thing. And then I started to watch how my dad, because my dad plays guitar, and I started to kind of watch him, and I thought like, oh, that would be kind of cool if I could play the guitar and sing. And so I kind of started to learn one summer, and I think it's around 1.5 years now that I've been playing the guitar. So that's kind of, and then I just started like thinking about writing my own songs, and that's just kind of how it started.
Well, we really enjoyed your original song that you sang for us. What was the title of that again?
The title of that song was Roses.
Now, when did you write that?
I wrote it probably last month.
Very good.
Last month.
Okay.
So it's relatively new.
Now, you play at the Fiddle Festival then with us in Lyons?
I did last year. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to this year, but I have been doing it for the past couple years.
So you've been concentrating more on the acoustic work, correct?
Yeah. Right now I've been trying to perfect my guitar playing, and because I'm still like kind of a beginner, so trying to get smoother on those chords and everything.
Nice. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. For our What Makes Me Tick segment, we have Mary Lobb. And Mary's going to tell us what makes her tick writing Pennsylvania Dutch children's books for children. So, thank you for inviting us here today.
Yes, I'm so pleased to be able to tell you about my books that I wrote in Pennsylvania German. And the reason I did this is just I am driven, it's my goal to perpetuate the Pennsylvania German, also called Pennsylvania Dutch, language and culture. And so in order to do that, I decided to do my part, learn the language, become familiar with the language as best I could. And so in order to really learn the language, I need to write it and see it and say it. So I decided to be writing a book. And so I wanted my book to be very unique in that it teaches how to say the words and hopefully learn the dialect. So under each Pennsylvania German word, it tells you how to say the word. There's a phonetic pronunciation. And then at the bottom of the page, it tells you what the English is. And there's a picture to match. So I developed this pronunciation guide and also to help, but also I wanted you to be able to hear the words. So if you hear the words, see the words, say the words, you'll be able to hopefully learn the language. And so the book is recorded, and so this is a sample of what the page looks like. Just as I mentioned, the Pennsylvania German, under each word, it tells you how to pronounce it. And I used what we know about the English orthography. Orthography is the way words are spelled and pronounced in the English language. And so I used what we know about reading English to create the phonetic pronunciation. So people like my husband who can understand the language and speak the language but can't read it, now they can read it too. And so at the bottom is the English translation, and there's an illustration at the side to match on the opposite side of each page. And so that's how the entire book is written. I was very fortunate to be able to find a Mennonite person who happened to be Mennonite who did exactly what I wanted him to do with the illustrations. I wanted the book to have an old-time nostalgic look. And so this is the book, the first one, Uf de Barai, Die Henny und de Spunky. And Henny is the cat, and Katz in Pennsylvania German, and Spunky is the dog, a Hund in Pennsylvania German. And for the purchase of the book, you can get a free audio download, or there's also a CD that's sold separately because some people are not quite as technologically advanced and prefer to have a CD so they can hear the story, see the story. So I've talked a lot about my book because I guess you can tell I'm so excited. I also have written a second book because the first one was so well received. The same format, different story. It's a sequel. And this is Uf de Barai. Wo is die Henny? Excuse me. Henny is the cat. And something happens to Henny the cat. And so, same thing was recorded. For the price of the book, you can download for free. Go to the website, download for free the audio portion. And I'm just so excited about this. This just makes me very happy that I'm able to do this for the Pennsylvanisch Deutsch Muttersprach, for the mother language and the culture of Pennsylvania German culture. So that tells you about my book.
Okay, very good. Now, your website is. Do you have a website or a place that people can contact?
I'm developing that, but the books can be purchased from the publisher, Mastov Press, in Morgantown. Also on Amazon. Amazon has them for sale in our Kutztown area, and in Lehigh and Berks County and Lancaster County, there are 18 businesses that carry the books. So I'm just thrilled that there is such, I'm going to say, an interest in people who want to learn the language.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very good. Well, thank you for spending time with us.
Okay, well, thank you so much.
Yep, so you get a chance. Look into Mary's book. It makes a good gift for the children, or maybe for, even some adults that want to learn the language. You start with something simple and work your way on up. And like you said, there are people that can speak it but not read it. And I've been to church services already, other activities where you can tell they struggle to read it.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
But now they can do that effectively.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thank you for telling us what makes you tick.
You're on the cover photo. On the cover photo coming down and people just kept being like, is that you guys?
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jim Ritter along with Jason Ritter. Today we are in Bethlehem for the annual Santa Will Run for Beer. And this is one of our favorite events to cover. How about it, Jason?
Yes, this is always a good time here.
Just imagine, for our first-time viewers watching this show, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have over 200 runners. Some are legitimate 5K runners, and others are just here to have a good time. And they're all dressed up in Santa Claus gear. Santa Claus, Mrs. Claus, an elf, a reindeer. What are some of the other characters we may see today?
Well, we might see a Grinch, see a abominable snowman over there, and other stuff.
Oh, that's right. I was wondering who that was. Just came around the corner there. I saw him out in the window there. That was really good. And ladies and gentlemen, every runner brings a toy for Toys for Tots. We have our friend a Marine, actually in full dress uniform, here to take all the gifts to the children today and help receive the gifts. We're going to have a lot of fun. Right now we are situated inside 21 Craft House and Kitchen, which is formerly Roosevelt's 21st here on East Elizabeth Avenue in Bethlehem. The runners are registering right now. And then from there, they are participating in a run. It's called the 5K-ish, which means we have a definite start place, a definite end, but no real route, right?
Right.
They can go whichever pub they want to go to. We have 13 participating pubs, and they end up at the end, where if they make it to the end, right?
Right.
If they make it to the end, there's music and food for all the runners. So stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, we're still here at Santa Will Run for Beer, and we caught up with Kevin from Run Lehigh Valley. Well, Kevin, thank you for inviting us today.
It's a pleasure having you guys. Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, we believe this is our fifth year. There goes some Santas right now. This is our fifth year filming the event, and it gets bigger and bigger every year and better every year.
Yeah, this year we had 360 people register, probably had close to that amount actually come today to show up. So we're liking it. It's a great event. It's been going on now for 10 years. And, you know, it's a good way to kind of plug the local businesses in the area as well as get Run Lehigh Valley a little support. But the main cause is for Toys for Tots. We're raising money for them, and then we're actually, a portion of the proceeds go to them, as well as every Santa that comes is given a toy, and they're able to, you know, give that towards the Toys for Tots too. So,
well, over the 5 years that just Jason and I have been covering your event, I remember when volunteers from Run Lehigh Valley used to have to take the toys themselves, but now you guys got so big that we actually have the Marine in full dress uniform here to receive the gifts and take them. So
yeah.
That's really fabulous.
Yeah, that's been huge for us too, though, and having them here and the support, I think people really like seeing the Marines here too. So it's great that
it really means a lot, and I know a lot of the runners were going up and shaking the Marines' hands, thanking for the service and everything, and that means a lot to everybody. Well, I tell you what, Tell us about your website, because I know that we might have some viewers out there. If you have family members that are into running, you know, casual or the serious runners, check out their website here. Tell us about some of your other events.
Yeah, we have lots of events throughout the Lehigh Valley. We have an Earn Your Beer series in the spring, and then we have like more competitive runs like the Rivalry Race, which is a race between Lafayette and Lehigh, which is a 15-mile race. But we have all sorts of races throughout the year. If you go to Run Lehigh Valley on the internet, you can see everything that we have listed out there.
Okay, very good. Well, thank you for inviting us again once more, and have a happy and safe holiday season.
All right, you too. Thanks.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're having a great time here at Run Lehigh Valley's annual Santa Will Run for Beer here in Bethlehem. Right now we're in front of Joe's Tavern. As you saw, it is packed in there, and we're having a great time. We have a lot of people we want to thank for allowing us to film today. We want to thank Run Lehigh Valley. We want to thank the fine folks at 21 Country Craft and Kitchen, right?
Right.
All right, formerly Roosevelt's 21st. And the fine folks here at Joe's Tavern for allowing us to come and film and bring this into your household. And we want to thank all of our participants today. All right, we had a great time. We had a lot of new characters this year. What are some of the new characters we saw? I saw Cindy Lou Who today, right? We saw the Grinch.
The leg lamp was here. Yeah.
The pink bunny.
Pink Bunny.
Yeah.
Who else?
Jack Frost.
Jack Frost. And we have plenty of, hey, Santa, hey! Yep, we also had, I saw Yukon Cornelius. We had him today. Hey there, Yukon, come in here. Hey, Yukon. And Abominable Snowman, come on in. All right. Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching. Remember, we do this for all of you, for all of our shut-ins that are in the Lehigh Valley Hospital, the St. Luke's Hospital, and the Phoebe Homes. Get well soon! Get well soon, all right?
Hi, ladies and gentlemen, it's Jason Rear here. Today we're hearing Mass for the Christmas tree lighting ceremony.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Joy to the earth, the Savior reigns. Let men their songs employ. All fields and floods, rocks, hills and plains. Repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy. Repeat, repeat the sounding joy.
Thank you to everyone for being here. Now, the mayor's going to take it away.
Hopefully the light turns the tree. Good evening, everyone. Are you having a good time? I can't hear you. Okay, before we light this beautiful tree, I want to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas and a happy, healthy, and safe New Year. Are we ready? We're going to count down starting with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Thank you all so much for being here. Please stick around.
Well, we sure did a lot of stuff in this episode.
We sure did, Jason. We did a lot of filming this year for Out and About and for Jeffrey on CWTAP television. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, we are in Keith Widener's studio in the big town of Lyons, Pennsylvania. And right now we are finishing episode 5, which you are watching right now. And we have some people we want to thank. We want to thank Keith for teaching us a lot of editing skills that we're learning and using his studio. And we want to thank all of you for watching.
Yes, thank you everybody for watching, you know. We would have thought a few years ago that we would have our own show with Uncle Jeffrey and stuff, but here we are.
That's right. And remember, we do this for you, especially for all of our shut-ins. We know a lot of you don't have the ability to get out like you used to see a lot of these events outdoors. And that's what we try to do, right, Jason? We try to find different events and try to bring them into your household. And of course, the annual Santa Will Run for Beer is one of our favorites to do, and we know it's also one of your favorites as well. So from Keith Widener, Uncle Jeffrey Tapler, Jason, myself, the Tapler family, and CWTAP television,
Merry
Christmas, and have a happy and safe holiday season.
Yes. And I hope you have a good New Year's too.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.